Amrita in Portland, Oregon, but Amy is with a different organization that happens to reside in-house at times. Welcome. Thanks so much for joining me.
Thank you. And this is Nancy Williams. She's Living Yoga's volunteer coordinator and has been a long-time volunteer with Living Yoga as well.
Thanks, Nancy. I'm so glad. And you guys were both in my class that we just took with Sarah Joy, which was awesome. That's got to be a nice bonus to hanging out here, right?
Yes, it is a great bonus.
To having critical, yeah.
So tell me about Living Yoga.
So Living Yoga is a nonprofit organization. It was founded in 1998 by Sarah Joy Marsh, who is also the owner of the Amrita studio. And we are a nonprofit organization that brings yoga to prisons, drug and alcohol rehab centers, domestic violence shelters, and other transitional services for people accessing issues like homelessness or low-cost medical care. And it's for teens and adults.
Wow, I'm totally inspired just by that sentence alone, because I've been personally touched by domestic violence, and I'm not personally connected to someone in a prison, but tell me what the feedback has been from people that you've been working with, because I'm sure it's very profound.
It's incredible. What's great about Living Yoga is that we use the community to connect community. So we have volunteers who are actually out teaching the classes. We have over 20 classes per week, and we're at 13 different sites within the Portland area, anywhere from Vancouver, Washington, down to Salem. And so our students are in all different kinds of life circumstances. And so, for example, yesterday we had a student come in who had just been released after being in prison, and she had been with a Living Yoga program for 6.5 years doing yoga with us. So for her, it was just definitely a lifesaver to have yoga while she was going through a difficult time in her life. And now as she's moving on to being in community and starting again, yoga is also a part of her life. So we constantly, everybody wins. We hear so many comments back from our volunteers. We hear things back from our participants, and as staff, I can speak for myself. It's an incredible experience to be with people while they're struggling, and they're also finding their way towards a better life and better healing for themselves.
Wow, that's amazing. I'm so proud of you. I mean, I just know that there's going to be a lot of people that want to contact you after this because, well, I'm very inspired. Tell me how this has affected you, Nancy.
I came to Living Yoga in 2002 when Sarah Joy Marsh is the founder of Living Yoga, and there were just a handful of volunteers at that time, and I was not a yoga teacher, but when I heard about the project, I was so drawn to it because I knew what the ways that yoga had really changed my life, and I wanted to be able to give that back. And you know, I have some checkered history, and I thought, that could have been me in prison, or that could have been me in rehab, but it's not. And you know, that I really felt kinship and sisterhood, and I was terrified to even speak in front of a group. It was a huge stretch for me personally to be able to even think about teaching a class, and it has changed my life in so many ways, just with my own level of self-confidence, but also in my life's path of this is my career now, and I feel really gratified to be in a line of work that really is right livelihood.
Exactly. And I think that both of you guys should just be so proud of what you're doing. I'm so inspired by everybody that we've met on this yoga road trip, and what you're doing is amazing and unique. How can people find you online? Or
yeah, you can find us online at living-yoga.org. And we're also on Facebook, so you can become a friend or a fan of us on Facebook.
Or you can like us.
Yeah, you can like us on Facebook. And also we're doing a yogathon, so which is being launched July 1st. And you can commit to doing your own yoga practice to help support our students having a practice. And
That's cool.
Just like a readathon or a marathon or any of those
and
fun
they can do
runs,
that online?
they can do that online.
Very
you can
cool.
visit our website, and under events you'll find a section for the yogathon, and it'll set you up. So
Very cool. Thank you both for sharing everything. It was just amazing. Thank you.
thank you.
Yeah, thanks for supporting Living Yoga with us.